Hello, this is Chantel with Brown Sugar Talks on the Black Unicorns. Let me get the light. Anyway, so today I am talking about, because this is important to me. Like, this part right here is important. The whole thing about triggers, because they found out information about me on the internet. So they found my court papers from my son from child support, and they found the court papers from um and they found the court papers from my abuse. All right, so they used the abuse to continue to follow me and basically torture me in my life. So I'm trying to create relationships with people and I wasn't able to. So one thing that's not a trigger, it says it's normal to feel upset and anxious, extremely uncomfortable when we encounter difficult content, having strong learning to so we have to regulate those emotions. So that's something you already know. Like, I already know how to regulate my emotions. Even though I had everything I went through, I had to regulate my emotions or else they'll beat the hell out of me, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, you can't get upset because I took your money. You can't get upset because I did this because I'm an adult, whatever. So you have to learn to, because you can't beat their ass. You know, you can't do nothing about that. So really, that's not like something that's traumatic. It's just like shit you go through in life with your parents or whoever that you distrust, you know. But trauma when you abuse somebody, when you are mentally abusive people, when you are constantly putting a person in a cycle of abuse, right? Now this person is creating like things that are words and different things like that. So for me, the child support case, because I had trauma with my baby's father. Also the issue with Marcus Boyd. Also all the stuff I went through in college. Like, that stuff is like all trauma for me. So then there's triggers associated with those traumas. And since they wrote that down and then they continue to keep doing it, then guess what? It's going to be a problem, okay? Trauma. So trauma triggers are different. They often include a loss of a person's sense of time, space, and or self-emotion. It's amplified or completely muffled or sometimes seemingly unrelated to a situation. Triggers are like a trap door in the brain. Like, one thing I never talk about is sometimes it feels like I'm inside of a room. Like, it'll be like I lose my hearing at the time or whatever, and that's not a good situation. So the next thing, respond, don't react. So that's what I was trying to tell people, because this guy, he just like keeps thinking that it's like triggers are like associated with sex or triggers, and that's when people don't listen to my show. They see the titles of my show or they hear my show and they think, well, this is the same thing, and it's not. Triggers are not related to sex. Triggers are not related to like all these different things. It's like those things cause the triggers, like those things cause trauma, but that's not what causes the trigger, and that's not what the trigger is. The trigger is the abuse that you are going through in that situation. Like, it's like it pushes you back into a mind of abuse. Like, it'll be like, I gotta get the fuck away from her. Like, I hate these, you know. It's like all this different stuff being followed, like all these different things that I hate. That's what they keep trying to do to me. They keep trying to, and they still keep getting the same result: me cussing somebody the fuck out, or me not even reacting to what they doing, or me later on having an anxiety attack because I know that that's what they were trying to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like they keep doing the same shit. A psychopath. That's because they saw it on my Tumblr one day and now they think I'm a psychopath for whatever reason. It has nothing to do with me. They just keep trying to make it seem like it's something to do with me. Okay, respond, don't react. When you react to something someone says or does, you may have a problem with boundaries. And this is like when you get really angry, because some people, you trigger them and they know what they know what the fuck you doing. They trying to get out of that situation. Don't nobody want to be in no fucking abuse again. I don't want to be in a situation where I gotta get hit by a nigga again for stupid shit, or this nigga up here trying to accuse me of dumb shit that I ain't never done, or my brain stopping. You don't want to be in those situations. So the person will fucking react crazy. Like, it's like you be really want to fucking react because you not about to let nobody abuse you like that again. You understand? Like, it's like you already being abused. Why am I sit here and now I'm just gonna be calm while you take me through it again? No, you finna fucking shout, kick, scream, fight, every fucking thing you need to do. And so in that situation, people will call the police. Well, the person is actually just having a reaction to the bullshit you trying to put them through. So it's like you want them to go through your bullshit too. No, you can't have people going through your bullshit and you know that the motherfucker don't want to be there in the first place. If you know that this situation put somebody in a harmful situation and they couldn't get out it the first time, why would they want to sit there through it the second time? They gonna fucking fight you. Unless you got some kind of, unless they then therefore have some kind of Stockholm, whatever. I don't know what the hell they have, but it's like, I'm gonna fight you. Fuck you. I'm not finna sit here and just, what? Are you fucking kidding me? And if you want me to not be put, instead of speaking Ebonics, bitch, no. Ho, hell no. Motherfucker, get the fuck on. That's exactly what the fuck they telling you. It ain't no other way to put it. I can't put it in lamest terms. I'm not going to be professional about it, but that is what they telling you. When that person is shouting and screaming and telling you to get the fuck away from them, if they having a fucking physical reaction like that, it's because they don't want to be traumatized again. Now, you think about it. Your mama done locked you in the basement for 20 years and somebody tell you to go down in the basement. Bitch, you finna fight the fuck so you don't have to go in no fucking basement. You ain't in jail. Ain't nobody out here in fucking jail. Y'all see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out here trying to go through no fucking trauma for none of y'all motherfuckers. That shit ain't cool. So yeah, somebody finna cuss your ass the fuck out. So, okay, let's move on. If someone is able to cause havoc by doing or saying something, she is in control of what you at that point, and your boundaries are lost. A person cannot control that. If the person is telling you, don't talk to me, get away from me, don't come close to me, and you continue to make those steps to that person, they about to fucking snap on you. The person is about to fucking go the fuck off. Because that is that you think about it. Somebody about to put, they say, well, you get in the car with somebody and they say, well, we finna put you in a car accident. What are you gonna do? You gonna jump out the fucking car. That's exactly what people who go through trauma go through. They trying to get the fuck out the goddamn car. Ain't nobody trying to go through no shit with you on no bullshit level. And the shit ain't funny because because in their mind, they actually are back in that same situation. It's not a question about it. They are in the same situation. Whether it's in a different setting, whether it's somewhere else, whatever they putting them back in a situation of abuse. It could be the words you say. It could be how you standing up there talking to them. It could be what you doing to them. All that shit, that's abuse. That is complete abuse because you putting this person in a situation that they don't even have to be in. When you respond, you remain in control with options and choices. If you feel yourself reacting, step away and regain control of yourself so family members can't force you to do or say something you don't want to do or say, and something that violates your separateness. That is what I'm telling you. Respond, don't react. So, this guy's like saying, hold it in. You can't hold it in. You need to like let it out because that person is actually tripping you the fuck out. This is not comfortable for me. That's what that person is saying. This is not comfortable for me. Get the fuck away from me. They not telling you to come closer just because you feel like you safe. You may not be safe to them. It could be what you look like. It could be what you got on. It could be what your hair color is. It could be anything. Anything. For me, it'll be the way you eat, the way you walk, the way you... I'm talking about anything. And you telling this person you feel dangerous to me, and then you end up getting your ass the fuck hurt because you see what I'm saying, or hurting somebody else because you don't want to respect boundaries. You have to respect boundaries. If somebody says get away from you, get away from them. You see what I'm saying? Like, get away from me. I'm sorry, I said get away from you. If somebody says get away from me, get away from them. If they say don't come closer, don't go closer. Stay the fuck away. It's not a situation where you need to keep overstepping your boundaries. I myself am a person, before even knowing I had trauma, I was still a person that had like boundaries. You know, like only people that really touched me was kids. I didn't hold babies. I'm not a person that's like real touchy-feely with people I don't know. Even if I know you, I know it's like two people online right now. They were friends of mine in school, and they would lay on me and stuff. I just am not comfortable with shit like that. Like, I'm not. It's just, if I'm not loving you, if you not like the love of my life, or you my fam, like my close family, I don't do that stuff. Like, I'm just not a touchy person like that. So even that, I'm already uncomfortable with that part of it. And then to think of a stranger coming into my space, I'm about to try to fuck you up. Or else I'm gonna think about all the ways I could try to like fuck you up in this moment. Like, what can I do? Like, can I rip out this fucking thing and put it in a net? You know, it's like because I don't want it. I know I'm a loving person. People, people feel that way about me. Like I'm a really loving person. People want to be close to me. My students always want to be close, and I let them be close. Like I had to actually put my guard down when I went into the classroom. Outside of that, I don't want nothing to do with nobody touching me. Like it's like, don't touch me. You see, because I already had childhood trauma. I knew about childhood trauma, so I already don't want nobody touching me. So unless I am close to you, yeah, then you can touch me. I know in college, even like when boys try to kiss me, I always like pull away. High school, college, I'm just not a touchy-feely person, first of all. And now I think I have trauma on top of that, and people kept forcing themselves on me, and then I have somebody coming towards me like that. No, that is a fucking no. No, motherfucker, no. Hell no, bitch. Ho, no. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, so how to cope with the triggered trauma memories. Get your body moving to releasing endorphins and shift your body's response. I usually try to take a walker when I'm like in my situation. Use grounding techniques. Bring yourself into the present by getting in touch with your senses. Go outside. I go outside a lot because I am prone to have agoraphobia. I would stand this motherfucker for... If I had the money, I would order every fucking thing. I don't want to go. I just don't. It just be too much. Like some days, like I had to pray 3 days to get out of a house. 3 days. And then I saw the holes in the wall, and I was like, "Oh my God, somebody killed themselves." I mean, for real, that was the only thing that got me out was when I thought somebody killed themselves in this motherfucker. I was like, "Fuck that, I'm finna get out." I tried to open the door, still didn't work. Still, you see, so it's just like for me, I'm prone to it. Like, so I try to go outside. Practice cozy self-care. Draw a warm bath. Put on your comfiest pajamas. I love comfy clothes now. I'm sorry. I love myself like this. Like I don't know. I love it. I feel like I look younger. I feel more light. I don't know. It's like I love myself like this. My heart. I don't know. I love it. I know I probably could do a day with makeup and some clothes, but I just love this. I ain't never wear eyelashes, so I don't feel strange without them. I probably could put on a little mascara. I just love my natural self. I love it. I love me. I love my clothes too. Like I make good choices. Like I got clothes up there, they got holes in the butt. And that's what we make fun of men for, like them raggedy underwear. I got holes in the underwear. Like I have changed into such a different person. In which, before I would have thrown them away, I would have bought new ones, or like. And I'm not, it's like, and I wash, I keep everything clean, but in my house, this is like all organized like it used to. It's like actually like this, like a hodgepodge or whatever. I was just telling somebody about how I used to like decorate my apartment with IKEA. I would like give myself like IKEA, like $10 or a $25 budget, sometimes $50. And I would just like go to the store and figure out what I wanted to do or redo in my house. And I would do that. And if I couldn't meet my budget, then I would just like paint or make it. So, you okay? You gonna do it. You gonna do it. Yes, you can. Don't say I can't. So fucking what? Just make sure, take out those, the big cans, because I think that don't help. And I'll do some more later. But, yeah, so, go outside, practice cozy self-care, do some art. Like I build cans for him so he can like knock them down. Let emotions be emotions. Allow your process the emotions with the patience. Let me tell y'all something. If you really do go through the whole panic, anxiety attack without actually like having to do it, and I know it's hard because it's hard not to call people. Oh, gotta fly. It's hard not to call people. It's hard not to do all these different things. So when you go through those emotions, in the end, it's just like my picture. Like, it's really nothing because now you're not in the trauma. Like, I am not in the trauma. Like, promise you, I'm not in the trauma. Like, I don't like being reminded of the trauma, but I'm not in the trauma. But the trauma, when you remind me of it, is like I'm in the trauma. Like, it's horrible. It is a horrible feeling. It's horrible. It is completely fucking horrible. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. I wouldn't do people like that. And it, like, it's like the waviness of it. So, yeah. Like right now, I got the wrong coffee because this shit, I'm hyper. I'm hype as hell, so I gotta get this coffee too. You gonna make it. So you gotta let the emotions go through. Like you have to let your emotions be emotions. Try tapping. Tapping calms anxiety, builds self-acceptance, and draws your awareness into your senses. So you tap. I used to click pens in high school, and like in honest classes, it's okay. But then you get into a regular classroom, they come tell you don't click. So if you don't want to click your pen, I say you can get a pen if you need it to be quieter. You can get a pen and just take the top off. That's a click too, like you see. And then they have like those fidget things down, and you can do those too. And I think that's like more acceptable in meetings. So I know I had a charge over here, but that's what the fidget thing looks like. Like it's like ultimately that, like it's like a little square box, and it just got like different things on there for you to fidget with, and it actually feels good. I like touching things that are soft and calming and stuff like that. That's something else you could do too. Is like maybe take a piece of material or keep something in your pocket. Somebody told me that too. Keep a rock in your pocket. I'm like, I will, because I knew I keep my hands in my pockets. You know, I like pockets. So I was like, yeah, they following me, but you see, so shit like that. That shit it triggered me. Yeah. So yeah, no, don't do that. It's not feasible. Having sense of community is essential to avoid falling prey to isolation. It actually will isolate me and my son. So they'll create more situations that have nothing to do with my son. None of the information that these people have nothing to do with them. And they'll try to make it like me and my son been talking about them in our house or something like that. And it's like, we don't even talk about it. We don't give a fuck about you. And whatever we have to say, we probably already said in your face. Like, we'll tell you, like, when we have problems with you. Like, we don't do that. So, yeah. So they keep trying to create all this stuff where me and my son are isolated, and then they try to say, well, that's not abuse. It's abuse. You isolating us purposely, and we haven't done anything to you. You see what I'm saying? Ultimately, the people that were in my house, Brandon Clark, Marcus Dwayne Boyd, and some girl like that stayed there for a week, the one I put out, I was actually helping them. So at the end of the day, whoever got anything to say, I was helping you. Ain't no way I didn't set up something so I could hurt you or control you or anything like that. That's what you did to me when I was helping you, okay? So, how to handle emotionally triggering situations and people. The people part is hard because sometimes they just don't want to shut the fuck up or leave you alone or move away from you. They actually try to come closer to you or start arguments or start fights. That's been my situation. You don't got nothing to do with them, but they want something to fight about. Like, I don't even fucking care about you. You know, like, so the fight not even worth it. The argument not worth it. And sometimes I end up getting caught up in it just as I can try to explain it. Now I keep thinking to myself, why the fuck explain? Like, just walk away or something, because these people stupid. You know, remove your attention from the person, situation, and focus on your breath. See? Walk away. Take a breath. Physically leave the situation. Don't even get involved. Don't even involve yourself, because in our situation, they have information from 2000, 2005, 2006. Sometimes the information my son wasn't even born. It don't even have anything to do with my son. And they'll put my son in that situation too. So they'll cause problems at his school. They'll cause problems with his friends. They'll cause problems with this, that, and the other. And it's been like for what? He 11 years old. It's been his whole life. Find the humor in the situation. There is no humor for me. That shit ain't even fucking funny at all. It's not funny. I think it's very ignorant and it's disruptive. You know? Ask yourself why you're being triggered. It's not my problem. I already know it's a problematic trigger. When they come to me, I know that's a problematic trigger. It's not something from me. I'm not emotionally involved enough to be like, okay, well, this is now this trigger. For the most part, if nobody bothers us, we cool. Like, seriously, if nobody bothers us, me and my son are truly okay. Like, even with me having trauma and problems and stuff like that, like, I don't really have, because I don't put myself in a situation to be triggered. So I'm not about to go to a fucking I'm not about to go to like a fraternity or sorority party. I'm not about to incite myself into somebody else's business or crawl through the internet pages online or look for headlines to like fucking scare me and stuff like that. I don't do that. I don't watch scary movies. I barely watch TV. So it's like, I just don't do a lot of stuff that's gonna trigger me. So the only way I do get triggered most of the time is like from people following me, from when I go out, from my neighbors, stuff like that, from whoever it is that's telling them what to say and all this different stuff. It's triggers from the phone calls, from the emails, from the mail. Like they have people send me stuff through the email. They have people call me. They would have people going through my Google Hangouts. You know, I remember that K-Nep guy. I guess he was trying to say he gonna kidnap me or something. Like you see shit like that. That's why I was like, yeah, let me call CPS because y'all actually are fucking with my child's whole fucking childhood, and I feel like that's something that we can sue you for. I'm so serious because it's not funny. I even went back. I had to write to people because they stole my taxes like last year or something like that. I couldn't find my AGI. They took all the screws out of my computer, and when I told somebody, they were like, that just happens. It's like, no, that don't happen. Like, the screws don't just fall out the bottom. Like, the whole time we've been here, ain't no screw fell out the computer. When we were in Texas, the dog had worms, like, every month. The dog haven't had worms the whole time we've been here. The whole time we've been here, she haven't even had worms. The whole time we done left Texas, she has not had worms not one time. Now, tell me how is that different? When did that start to change? Everything like Texas and stuff, so now that we not in that same environment, we still have people messing with us, but we don't have people doing the shit they was doing in Texas. And they was hiding trying to do that shit too. So yeah, I think they wanted us out the apartment because they didn't have enough. They weren't getting enough information or trying to get. They wanted access to us like they have access to us now. You see what I'm saying? So something wrong. Something really is going to fuck on. Don't bypass your feelings, but don't act them out either. It's okay to consciously delay experiencing them. That's why I stand and I'm like, I keep still and I just think. And I think. And I think. And mine becomes anger. So it's more coping skills. Okay, so some things you can do. Use positive self-talk. There is nothing wrong with you. Yes?
Okay. Should I knock these
Is
down?
that how you perfectly want it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, knock them down. If that's what you want to do. Okay, so use positive self-talk. That's pretty good. Like, you do it anyway. And you going to get tired one day, like, trying to be down on yourself. Because you're not a horrible person. Most people, they're just not horrible people. Do deep breathing. I got the Apple Watch. Before this, I used to have, like, a heart rate watch. And I also used to do, like, breathing where I kind of, like, 10 seconds. And then I breathe in for 10 seconds. So, that's something else. Like, there's so many different ways to do deep breathing. Watch your favorite movie. Take a shower. Go for a walk. Talk to a counselor. Laugh. Paint or draw. That's the first thing I ask people when they say they got trauma. I was like, do you draw? Do you write? Exercise. Play with your pet. Our dog, she already trained for that. So she just come and, like, touch us and hang out with us and make us rub her and all this. But make me, because I'm not touchy-feely. My son, he don't mind. But me, it's like she had to really, because sometimes I'm like, no, get away from me. Or so, like, don't talk to her like that. But yeah, I do. I talk to her like that because I'm not a touchy-feely person. Yeah. I'm getting her. I'm getting closer to her.
Okay, no.
What?
What I'm saying is, but like, she's not like the type of person that she's not like a person.
I know she's not a person. I know she's a dog. I'm saying I'm not a touchy-feely person, but she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really like me touching her all the time.
And that doesn't make up.
Yeah, talk to a friend, but they have strained our relationship, so I don't have a friend to talk to. So I usually just talk on Instagram. Like, I just, like, give positivity out on Instagram. That's, like, my day. Like, I love doing that. I love it because there's so many good people out there. Play a video game. I do that. I play 2. No, I play, like, 5. I got 5. Hang out with friends. Listen to your favorite song. Watch your favorite TV show. Play your favorite sport. Yeah, take a nap if you need it. Do a crossword puzzle. Crosswords like cause then a crossword to take up a lot of time because you can you gotta look up some of the answers. Some of them you can figure out for yourself, and then you gotta go back and look them up. And then that might not be the right word that fit in there or whatever. So it's like a lot of activity going on. And at the same time, you actually helping yourself fight off Alzheimer's, I think, because it's like something where you actually have to actively use your brain. Like, it's a lot of brain usage. That and Sudoku. So Sudoku too. Play a game outside. Ask for a hug. I love my son's hugs. He's like give me a hug. Like, you know, I like that. Like, yeah, because he, like, that's my closeness, you know, like, because I'm not like that with everybody. I'm just like that with him and a dog. But, yeah, think of your favorite memory. Dance. My son always be like, we gonna dance today. Go for a bike ride. Go to the park. We do that sometimes. Stretch or do yoga. I have not done it. I used to wake up every day and do yoga. I have not been doing it. Clean your room. I wake up and sleep because I got dogs. Do something kind. Smile until you feel better. Count to 10. Think of your strengths. Have a picnic. Rearrange your room. Read a positive quote. Write your feelings in a journal. So, and that's a trauma for me because the person that ultimately I wrote some of this stuff in my journal, and my journal was stolen, and now they're using the stuff that was in my journal against me because I'm so diabolical. Right? Okay. Go for a hike. Learn a new skill. Listen to calming music. Using I feel message. Take a time out. Think of something funny. Play with your favorite toy. Spend time with family. Think of the consequences. I also like to like be outside of nature. Like I like gardening, and then I also like being out there like with the bees and stuff. Like now the bees actually come and like get on my skin. Like they'll come and like smell me and stuff because I fed them. And I put my scent out there too. Like I put my scent on the banister where I feed them at. So they'll actually come and just be like on me because I guess they feel safe with me. I don't know why they do it, but they do it, and it's just something I love. So I don't know. I think that's just it for today. Like for real, triggers are not something to play with. It's not a game for people because it actually is fucking with their brain. It creates like a black space in a certain part of their brain or whatever. I think I wrote it on. I did a graphic on my Instagram for it on the Brown Sugar Talk. I think I put it on Black Unicorns, but for real, it creates like a black space in your brain that actually starts to make people forget memories and stuff, which ultimately, yes, it leads to death. And it's not a game. It's actually not a fucking game. These people actually been following me with abuse, with my abuse, from my abuse papers, and actually triggering me. I'm not lying about any of these men abusing me. I have no reason to do that because I actually have a huge affinity for black men, especially ones that helped me in my life and that have actually been there for me. If I haven't said anything mean against them and they have never done anything to me, why would I now lie and say that these men did this and they were the ones that did it? I'm not lying. I have no reason to lie. I have a reason to warn you, but not a reason to lie. You see? So that's exactly what I'm telling you. Like, I don't know who the fuck these people are. They did not verify anything with me. I have not abused any men. I beat I fought my baby daddy because he hit me one day and I was pregnant. So I don't know where I got the strength, but I beat his ass like I was 10 fucking men. I couldn't stand it. I'm just like, I told him too. I said, if you try to hurt me, because I was in an abusive relationship with Marcus, I said, you try to hurt me, I'm gonna fuck you up. And he did. He tried to hurt me and I fucked him up. Victor Ethos, I didn't hit him back because that's when I realized that they were trying to repeat stuff and he didn't even really know what was going on. He was just ignorant. He was dumb. So if I beat your ass for whatever reason, I'm saying, it's like I didn't know. I just didn't know. And so yeah, I don't know what to do. And actually I do. The guy on the bus told me what I wrote in my letter or whatever. And I was like, I'm not about to do that either. I said, because I was telling my son, like, they should have never did this in the first fucking place. I'm not about to try to play a game that I made up. That's actually for me. And you never verify for me if that shit was true or not. Y'all just keep making up shit and following me. And it's like, I don't know, like, what the fuck am I? I'm not about to do that with you. You already know what I was supposed to say. You already heard me tell you that it was abuse. You already told me that you didn't give it to the correct person. So why the fuck am I still trying to explain to you or give you the details into something that was ultimately done by me? Now my son is like, yeah, he's like, yeah, because I'm not about to be in it. I'm not playing games with you. I'm not joking. I've been trying to get away for this long. 26 years of abuse. 26 years. More than that if I include my family. And you still want me to sit here and explain to you, like, why I wrote the letter. When I already told you, okay, wait a minute, the letter was written this way, because if you would have gave it to the right person, that person would have knew that this wasn't supposed to go on. And these people still on the bus trying to fucking follow with me. You sick. What am I sick of? No, I come from no, my family is sick. Me? I don't think so. I don't think so. And so, yeah, I'm just like, I cannot. I don't know how else to tell y'all, but no. You're not about to keep abusing me and my child. And whatever way I can get the word out, that's what I'm going to do. I don't care how many times I got to kick, fuck, scream, and scream about it. That's what I'm doing. Like, I don't give not two fucks. You're not about to ruin my whole fucking life over no nigga and no stupid ass bitch. I'm sorry. So fuck you. Hell no. Fuck you. Fuck you. And the fucking horse you think you rode in on, thinking that you better, or you the person to be out here trying to help. It was so much shit I wrote. I don't know if my family got help. I don't know if my mama was going to try to get a house. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know why my cousin thought that she was queen of fucking the whole family or whatever. And now she then put everybody through some hard times and tribulations while she over here sitting like she the fucking queen of Egypt. Bitch, you wrong. You wrong. All of y'all wrong. Y'all so fucking wrong. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. You have ruined my entire life over nothing. Over nothing, over jealousy. All this is over jealousy, envy, all of it. Starting with my cousin. You an envious bitch. And that don't make sense to me. All of y'all are. It don't matter how good y'all do, y'all still gotta have time or have issues with other people. That's jealousy. If you see me and you think to yourself you don't feel good about yourself because of me, that's not my issue. That's you gotta swallow that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on. So that's what I'm saying. Fuck y'all. We don't have nothing to do with y'all and y'all bullshit. How many fucking times I gotta tell you leave me out of it? That was in the letter too. Leave me out of it. Give me the writing. Well, I wanted to keep the story so I can make a book or something like that. Even if you try to even follow through with that, none of that shit came. And y'all ain't done none of that. I asked to get my teeth fixed. My teeth got destroyed in the process of trying to get my teeth fixed. I fixed my own teeth. I fixed my own teeth. I became my own hero. I did all these things for myself. I didn't ask anybody for anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, where is it where y'all feel like I asked you to come and do that? You ain't ever helped me with nothing. Nothing. My dad gave me a few $100s, a roof over my head when I needed to. I'm not complaining about that. My mama did the same thing. I'm not complaining about that. But what I'm saying is, anybody else, what have you actually done for me? Nobody ever came to Texas to visit me. My dad came there one time. My mom came only because she knew that she had to pay for some medicine for me, or she was trying to get maybe something about me so she can pay for medicine. Again, another con game. I don't know what the fuck y'all trying to do. But in the end, ain't nothing y'all ever helped me. Only thing y'all been doing is trying to get me to go through stuff to benefit you. None of that stuff has been for me and my child. Me and my child don't need to be suffering through some bullshit for people that we don't fucking know and don't even care about. Y'all don't give a fuck about us, so we can't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all ain't been there for us. It's only been me and him. And for the past 2 years, a dog. Y'all ain't been doing nothing for us. Even in Texas, we was going to the fucking shelter to get something to eat. The people to get something to eat. And I'm telling you right now, it was better for us because the food was better there. So we in the same situation. It was better for us to just be stuck in Texas. Because it was a better pantry for us. It was a better whatever. If we was going to be downright poor, that would have been better for us. Because then we would have still had quinoa and good fresh vegetables and all this different stuff. They don't have any of that stuff here. So it's like, what was it that made y'all think that was okay? And we would never know because we ain't fucking caring. Really, we don't really even care about your answer right now. All we want you to do is leave us the fuck alone. Because this ain't no shit we need to be going through. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all gonna keep perpetuating abuse for people that you don't even fucking know. They don't give a fuck about me. How the fuck now they finna care about you?
Mom, where's the broom?
It's in the kitchen by the door. Anyway, it's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns. For real, for real. For real, for real. Leave us alone. We don't got nothing else to get. We don't got nothing to show you. All the writing, I already did it. I already know what my TED Talk about. Everything else on that letter, I'm telling you, it's already complete. Don't hold me back because some bitch telling you that. I don't know who got the titles. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know anything. And whatever it is, again, we not a part of it. That's some shit y'all done made up. That's some shit y'all trying to do because we didn't do it. And my son definitely didn't do anything to you. It's abuse. If you look on my Instagram, you see a list of abuse. We went through all that abuse. Isolation, people lying to us, people taking us through different type of settings, people putting us in violent situations. That was us. And we done. We tired of that shit. Anyway, Brown Sugar Talk, Shantae, under Black Unicorns. Please have a good day.